Hello everyone and welcome back to another Doctor Who character building review. Today I'm going to be reviewing one of the latest Doctor Who character building sets that are available from Character Options and the Corby company. And this is the Silent Time Machine set, which I recently got about a week or so ago from Forbidden Planet. So it looks like an incredibly nice set. So before I actually take this out and have a look at the actual set itself and build it up and everything, I'm going to basically take a look at the packaging. So as you can see, there's a Doctor Who logo down at the bottom here with the DW in between Doctor and the Who there. Looks very nice. And then you've got the Silent Time Machine set, and then you've got the character building address and the number of pieces. And up here on the left there's a picture of a character building silent, and it says silence will fall next to it. And then running up the side here you've got a collectible, constructible and compatible, the same thing that appears on all the Doctor Who character building pieces of merchandise. Well, in fact, every character building thing in general. And then up here on the top left, you've got a character building logo, and then up here on the top right, you've got the age grade, so 6+ there, and then the BBC logo. And down here, you've got the figures included, and it says you get 2 closed mouth silents there, which is a little bit weird because I was led to believe that you were going to be getting a open and a closed mouth silent, seeing as there's a picture here of a open mouth silent and a picture of a closed mouth silent there. So I thought, oh, that scale must be saying you're just going to get 2 silent figures, both open and closed. And then what also led me to believe that you were going to get an open mouth one was you've got a picture of this silent down here, but this silent up here had an open mouth. So again, that led me to believe that maybe you're going to get an open mouth one as well. But instead you get 2 closed mouth ones, which is a little bit weird, but I don't mind that at all, seeing as we got 2 open mouth ones in the Argos exclusive 5 silent collector set. Then you got the same stuff except on the side of the packaging here. Includes 2 silent micro figures, and then you've got a DW Doctor Who logo here. And then on the back here you have the features, and it just basically says time machine console room with control panels, and then control interface chair with connector cables, which is just basically telling you what comes in each room. And then you've got a more zoomed out picture of the actual set here. So as you can see, there's a picture of the sort of control interface, I guess you can say. I'm guessing this is the time console room, seeing as these are all sort of bed-like things, and these all look like controls really. So then you've got the Doctor Who logo again, Silent Time Machine set running down the side there, and then you've got another CGI picture of a silent saying silence will fall next to it. Then you've got a few pictures of the silent in different areas of the set, which is quite cool. Kind of like a comic strip similar to the Dalek Factory set and the Cyberman set. And then you've got a little bio here, which always appears on the character building sets, except obviously it changes with what type of set it is. And I'll just read it out for you. It says, whispers heard through a wall, the creaking in the house, the breathing under your bed, beware the silence, materializing in their creepy and very advanced time machines in the most secret of places. They infiltrate worlds without anyone ever knowing it. Standing in the shadows, are hanging clustered from the ceiling like sleeping bats. If you ever see one, don't look away. They'll edit themselves in your memory so you will never remember them. All they want is to control your planet for their own villainous ends. Silence will fall. Which is pretty cool, because I don't think we've ever seen that bio before. So on this side here, you've basically got 2 micro figures there, and just a Doctor Who logo, and then just turn the box around here, Doctor Who Silent Time Machine set features again, includes 2 silent micro figures and another scale. And then just on the bottom here you've got the same old stuff, which is just basically recycling your products and company information, chalking hazards, barcodes and stuff like that. So there's the packaging, pretty impressive packaging. So now I'm going to basically take this out of the box and then I'm going to review it. So here's the set unboxed and built up. So I have to say it is a pretty nice set, and one thing that I'd just like to mention first that I found quite odd about the set is that the pictures on the set had a picture of a closed mouth silent figure and a open mouth silent figure, so that led me to believe that you were going to get one open mouth one and one closed mouth one. But it did also say on the front that it said it came with 2 normal closed mouth silents, so I wasn't really too sure what to expect, whether I was going to get 2 closed ones or an open one and a closed one. But anyway, I found out I have two closed mouth ones, which I don't mind at all. They're pretty cool, and seeing as I already have 2 closed mouth ones, open mouth ones, sorry, from the Silent Army Builder pack from Argos, it's just nice to sort of build up a few more silents just like this. So again, I just completely don't mind at all. So before I take a look at the actual set and its features and everything else about the set, I'm going to take a look at the minifigures included in the set first, which, as I have already mentioned, are obviously the silents. So basically running through articulation first, the head can do a full 360, the shoulders can do a 360, wrist can do a 360, the waist can do a 360, and the legs can also move up and down. And yeah, it's pretty much just basic articulation for a character building figure. Nothing too special, if I'm honest. It's just appears on every other character building figure, so standard articulation there. And then detailing, again, we all know what the detailing is like on the silents. It's very, very nice detailing nonetheless. And yeah, so you've got the face there, the eyes, nice red eyes, the mouth there, the little tie, little pockets, little buttons run down there, and little pockets on the side there, and a very nice shade of black there. So yeah, it's a really nice little minifigure, and so is this one as well, and all the other silence figures that I have. So the main thing I like mostly about these silents is just the way the head's been moulded, which makes them so silent-like. As you can see, there's sort of a little indent on the head there to make them look more like the eye on the show, and there's a little indent in the back there, and then little eyes sort of pop out here. Well, you can't really see them, you can just sort of feel them with your hands there, which is really good. And yeah, these are definitely a nice addition to the set, and yeah, they're just really cool little minifigures. So yeah, so there's the silent micro figures done now. Very nice figures. I give them both a 10 out of 10. I'm really glad that they included them in the set. So now moving on to the first room that was included in the set, and this is basically the Silent Time Machine sort of bedroom. I'm not exactly sure what it could be called. These are sort of like restraining beds, because Amy was on one of them. I didn't really get that much of an insight to what they were in the actual episode, but anyway, they're pretty nice, and obviously you needed them in the set to make a Silent Time Machine set. So as you can see, they have been done really nicely. I really like the way these silent beds have turned out. Very sort of gimmicky looking and a bit more goofy looking to the ones in the story, which is good because it's sort of following the same lines as the small character building tongue-in-cheek range. So yeah, so as you can see, very nicely done. You have to put stickers on them just to finish them off really, or they'll just be plain black, which is not really like the way in the episode, so I would obviously recommend putting the stickers on. But you really need to be careful when you're putting them on, seeing as they are quite fiddly, and you only get 4 of each one, so you don't get like 8 or anything, so you don't have a second try with each bed. You just have to do it on the first go, and you don't get a backup sticker or anything, which is alright. I mean, it's not that hard to do, but I'm just saying be careful, just in case, like, anything happens. So yeah, so you've got this little black bit here, looks really nice, looks kind of a bit like TARDIS console, sort of, like the 11th Doctor's TARDIS. And then you've got this little bit here, which reminds me of the sort of glass tube in the centre of the console of the Doctor's TARDIS. Very nice. And then you've got this little bit here, if I can just move the camera up so you can see it a little bit better. Sort of like this, I'm not too sure what it's called, I'm not too sure what any of this stuff's called. Seeing as, like, we haven't really been told, we only got, like, a little glimpse of it in, like, the Day of the Moon. But yeah, really nice, going along there, nice decoration and everything. And also, along the top here, you've got these really nice pipes that sort of run along from one end to the other. As you can see, that one starts there, and it runs all the way along to this one here. And you've got some other ones there. Yeah, it's really nice. I'm really glad that they included that. Very true to the actual episode. And then if you move, if I just move the camera up here, you can see there's sort of like this little base there. I'm just going to call it base because I don't really know what it's called. And then you've got sort of like this sort of spire thing, the spike or whatever, popping up out the top of it, which is quite good because it gives us an insight to what the top of it looks like, seeing as we only really saw the control beds and Amy on it really. So yeah, so this room itself is very, very nice. Very nicely done and everything. The instructions were very clear to how to build it up, which was really good. And yeah, so this is probably my favourite piece of the set. Well, realistically it should be, seeing as it is the main part of the set. So yeah, so now moving on to the second part of the set, and if I just switch these around, then you'll be able to get a better look at this second part of the set. There we go. So starting off at the bottom here, as you can see, it's sort of like a cave location. Not too sure if we saw it in Day of the Moon or not, but it's quite cool because it kind of gives us an insight into the area, like behind where the Doctor landed the TARDIS. So it we saw this room in the episode mainly, but this could sort of be behind it, so it's kind of sparked our imaginations a little bit there, which is really good, seeing as it has given us a look at what this may possibly look like. So as you can see, rocks and stuff just going along there, supporting that pillar, really nice. And then this little one here, and then just this little brown, I'm guessing it's meant to be some sort of sedimentary rock or something like that. So yeah, and then you've got this little ladder here, which is just sort of like on the little swivel joint there, so you can move that up and down if you want to. And also, in addition to that, there's also a little hatch. So if I can just get it open, I have to sort of be very careful because it sort of closes quite slowly. There's a little hatch there that you can open up, and it's a bit weird because you can imagine the Silence crawling up ladders, which is a bit weird in my opinion. But anyway, it doesn't really matter. And there's a little hatch there that you could just imagine them coming from. So yeah. So also on this side, there's sort of like this little toolbox or something, I guess you could say, with some different tools and stuff in. There's stuff that you can build to put in there, but I've built the things that you should put in there, and there's also some spare pieces, so I just bung them in there as well, seeing as it looked quite realistic when I did it. So yeah, so there's also this, again, not exactly sure what it's called. It's pretty nice. I really like the way they've done it. And yeah, there's a little slope going down here into another sort of box there. There's a little control panel here, and it's sort of like on the swivel thing, so you can move that around, and you can also move this up and down, which is pretty nice. I'm really glad they've added some articulation in there. And also, in addition to this little bit here, there's also a few more wires going out of the top holes here, forming some sort of tools. So as you can see, there's just like a normal sucker thing there. There's another normal sucker thing there with like the double piece sort of stud attached to it there. And then you've got this little megaphone type thing attached to one of them. Then you got this, which is a little bit weird. It's sort of like it looks a bit like a rock or something, and then it was a bit weird because I found this and I was thinking, no, it can't be a spare piece because what else could it be used for? And I initially thought it was going to be used as like a background for the terrain or something like that, but instead it's like the end of a tool, which is a little bit weird, but it looks fine, I must say, and yeah, it just kind of fit in with all the rest of them, but I can't really imagine what it is or anything like that. But yeah, it's pretty cool. And then at the back here, like the back of this, you've got these. It's quite cool. I'm really glad they've added this, even though it's like out of sight mostly. These little transparent tubes. There's some studs on the top of them, and then the wire piece things that you can attach the rubbery wire to, like that. And as you can see, oh sorry, I just not one of the tools out there. Just move that to one side because it just keeps on falling out. And as you can see, it goes all the way around, and it attaches to the back of there, which is really nice, I think. So yeah, so here's that little cave piece. Very nice. I really like what they've done here, just to give us like an extra part of the set, just to get your money's worth really, because it would be a bit of a rip-off. £20 for just that. Seen as the Cyberman conversion chambers playset, which was £20, was a lot bigger than that. So I'm glad they've given us this little background thing as well. Although it didn't appear in the episode, I really do appreciate them putting this in, because again, like, it gives us an insight into what the sort of other part of the cave would be like, that was behind the Doctor's TARDIS. So yeah, I'm really glad they've included that. So yeah, so if I just move these back and put this little piece back here, like that, there, and there's pretty much the whole set. So yeah, it's an incredibly nice set. As I said before, this is probably my favourite piece of the set. So yeah, it comes with a lot of different pieces, little cool pieces, such as these wires with these tools on, these restraining beds, the toolbox, the ladder, the different rock terrain and everything, and the pillars, which I forgot to mention, and I'd just like to say that they do look very nice. And yeah, so it's a very nice set, and also it comes with two very nice silent Doctor Who micro figures. So yeah, so thanks for watching this Doctor Who character building review. My next review should be on the Dalek Spaceship Set, which I've just ordered from Forbidden Planet yesterday actually, and it looks to be a very nice set, so I absolutely can't wait to review that, and I shall see you next time for another review.